Hello, everyone, and welcome to Boomerang Elite Corporate Opportunity Webinar. My name is Pierre Gaudet, and I will be your host for this evening's webinar. I will take my video off here so we can focus on the information. It will last about 35 minutes or so. And of course, we're going to go through general information about the mining technology, about what Boomerang is all about, and of course, the opportunity linked to this worldwide. What we believe is the most powerful opportunity today. We know that that's a strong statement, but as we walk through, we believe that you'll understand why we feel confident in that statement. But be sure, of course, to get all your questions answered and make an informed decision that is right for you. So let's get going right away as we go. So Boomerang Elite, what are we first? Well, we're a company committed to positively impacting the lives of people worldwide through the introduction of truly innovative technologies, products, and programs. We're a Canadian-based company. I'm one of the co-founders with Carl Fleury and Gianni Srocco. I'm actually co-president and co-CEO of the company. And a bit more of my background before I continue a little bit. My background professionally prior to network marketing, in which I developed as a professional in the industry, was I had a master's degree in exercise physiology. A lot of people wonder, what does an exercise physiologist do, Pierre? Well, I had the pleasure and very grateful for having been able to work with over 20 Olympic and professional teams here in Canada and some in the US. And what we would do is we would assess the athletes, make sure they're on track for their training, and then we would consult with the athletes and the coaches to develop the right training program for the coming period of time. That is in line with their goals, of course, of either Olympic medaling or world championships. And so that was a great period in my 20s and 30s. But at the age of 29, I found out my next passion, which was the industry of network marketing. Now, it happened because, and I knew about the industry prior to that, not very much, but I heard about it and wasn't impressed in any way because I didn't really know that much about it until there was a product actually that I was introduced to from a friend and that really had an impact actually on my sleep. And now I knew top doctors worldwide with the work that I did. And it was a product through network marketing that had the biggest impact on my health at that time. And so I thought, wow. Total respect for this industry. Obviously, it has the capacity to bring true innovations forward. And so we started part-time at that point in time. I did participate in that company for 3.5 years part-time, then decided to go full-time as well. Was with that company for 16 years. After that, went with another company for 5 years. Very grateful for both those companies, achieved some of the top level with my wife, Christine. I have 2 children, Maxime and Chloe, that are 9 and 10 years old. And I live in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Our headquarters are in Montreal, so I'm obviously there most of the time these days. And really became passionate within the industry. And what happened over that career, and a lot of that time was also spent with Carl Fleury, who's the other co-founder. He's been in 3 network marketing companies, has achieved the top in all 3 companies. And we had a vision of things that we could help to move the industry forward. The same way that the companies that we participated with did move the industry forward in their own way and their own time, we believe that there's certain things that could even be done more so. But the first thing that you need to have in place is something truly innovative that customers would be interested in. And there's probably not more innovation nowadays worldwide than the realm of cryptocurrency. Bit of the Wild West right now, similar to the dot-com era. So what really took our attention and captured our attention was the cryptocurrency mining aspect, which is really part of the infrastructure of what permits cryptocurrency to exist. And we're going to go through that in a minute. But the other vision that we had, once you have something really innovative and something that a lot of people are really interested in, and you can give them access in a way that wasn't really available before, then you're really making a difference in a lot of people's lives. And that was the number one thing that needed to be identified. Once we have that, you only have one chance to really launch a company. It's more difficult as you progress to change things in a company that's already moving, but you can really take your time and think about things and develop things before launching the company. And so their vision that we had linked to comp plans, for example, that we believe needed to be improved in regards to synergizing web marketing and word of mouth marketing in this new era where technology plays a major role. And so to be able to do that, we brought on board Gianni Scrocco, who's also co-president and co-CEO, brilliant individual, owns his own web company for well over 15 years, contract with companies that do over $5 billion in sales a year in technology. Their company and him are master in affiliate programs in Europe and also North America. And we needed someone with that level of experience to be able to solve some of those issues, because you need people that really have profound knowledge to be able to imagine and innovate solutions that every single member can benefit from. And we've been able to do that, so we're excited to share that this evening. Of course, it starts also, and we're very grateful for the leadership team that really quickly came on board. This is the field leadership team. So Christophe Thoman, who actually has been his whole adult life in the world of network marketing. He was corporate for over a decade with Herbalife as VP. So top position, knows all of those aspects, but also owned his own company and has been a field leader. So for him to choose to become a field leader here with Boomerang Elite, we're honored to have him on board, and he makes such a difference worldwide, and with even a focus, of course, in Europe, but really internationally. After that, we brought on board, we didn't bring on board, they came on board, Charles McIntyre, Denis Léger, and Cédric Esserméan, which are really experts in the last decades where they've developed a lot of training materials in the industry and event development and planning. So we have an amazing team to really support the entire field that is coming on board right now. So intersecting trends. You can see Boomerang Elite is in the center of these 4 trends that are all happening at the same time and have powerful momentum in each. So you can imagine the synergy of all 4 together. Let's take and go through them one at a time. First, what is cryptocurrency mining? Well, very simply, first of all, if you want more information on that, don't be afraid to go on Google, and you can, just on crypto, put Bill Gates and Richard Branson, and you'll see their feedback of what they believe and how important the world of cryptocurrency is. So they're big, big champions of the industry. And you can also Google crypto mining, Bitcoin mining, cryptocurrency mining, and you're going to get lots of videos that really show you really well. But very quickly, graphically, here's how it works. So I want to send money. I'm in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada right now. I want to send money to someone in France. So I have a Bitcoin. Let's say it's Bitcoin I want to send. There's many different cryptocurrencies. The most known one that most people know is Bitcoin. So I have a Bitcoin wallet on my phone. And you can have it on your computer. There's different ways you can have it, but most often on the phone. And I want to send my cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, maybe 0.1 Bitcoin, for example, to someone in France. So I make that request on my app, on my wallet, and a block of information is created that has the information. It has my wallet address, it has the wallet address of the person to whom I'm sending it, and the amount. What happens then, this is sent through a cryptographic worldwide process where people that are decentralized, so normally if you send money somewhere, it would go to a centralized process through a bank, for example, and then after that, it would be sent forward. So there are fees linked to that, etc. So here, in this method, it is what is called a decentralized approach. That means it's people that don't even know you, but basically what they're going to do, because they have a reason to do it, I'll explain what that reason is to basically find solution to mathematical equations that are very complex. And that is the security within the blockchain. And once the computers that tend to be the more powerful ones tend to win more of these solution races, once they find the solutions to the equations, they win the confirmation race. And 2 things happen that are really important for anybody watching right now. Number 1, the information of my wallet, the other person's wallet, how much I want to send is added to the blockchain. And then after that, it is forwarded and the transaction incomplete. So it is confirmed by third-party people that yes, it left my wallet and went to the other person's wallet, and the entire worldwide ledger is adjusted that way. Now what happens at the same time, because you might say, why would computers, and it's computers that do this cryptographic process solving. Why would they do that? It costs electricity. The machine costs a lot of money. Well, they do it because there's a reward sent to the machine owner that finds the solution. And this is what we are launching as our first innovation. It won't be our last. We're already looking and being approached by different ones right now that are pretty exciting. But the first one is in the realm of cryptocurrency mining. We give people like yourselves, anybody that you introduce to, the opportunity to purchase material, cryptocurrency mining hardware that you can now purchase and that we can host for you, or you can keep it and send it to your home right away and take care of it, but we can host in the most effective way. It is about giving the best experience in cryptocurrency mining to our customers. This is actually a picture of one of our mining farms. We have partnered with the biggest mining company in all of Quebec right now. And why is it better to be with Boomerang Elite? Are there other places that people can do crypto mining? Absolutely. But one of the first differences that we have is hardware ownership versus cloud mining. When you purchase from Boomerang Elite, the machine that you purchase, the mining hardware belongs to you. You are the owner. In cloud mining, you'd have a company that would have thousands of machines, and each machine has a certain power to mine. And what they do is they put all these powers together, and they basically loan or rent you a percentage of that. You don't own anything, you just rent a certain amount of power called hash rate, and you basically will rent that, but you don't own it. And the problem with that is it's closer to securities and create legal issues in different countries. For example, Genesis Mining, which is the biggest mining company in the world right now with over a couple of million customers, do cloud mining, and they had a cease or desist from South Carolina, which was eventually lifted. But it shows that there can be issues linked to cloud mining versus something standard as owning your own hardware. That way, we are not linked to investments. We simply sell the hardware that customers can use to do their own mining. We basically also host it if they wish, and we have amazing hosting packages, out of which Boomerang Elite does not earn any money. It is only the hosting fees that goes to the mining partners that we have, and everything goes to, after that, to the customer, as it should be. So the idea here is that hardware ownership is safe now, and it's safe in the long term. And it's less dangerous than pooling things together, which can become a bit of a legal problem. We're not here for the short term. We're excited about the short term. Things go very quickly as a rule within the realm of cryptocurrency, especially cryptocurrency mining. But we want to be here in the long term for us and for every single one of our customers and members. So we are a company that sells the very best experience in cryptocurrency mining for our customers. The thing also is that serial number protected ownership. So your machine, you will have your serial number. In your back office, you will see the mining results, etc., all of it in one spot. Industrial grade mining, as you can see, Canadian-based mining farms. This one here is close to Mirabel. And there's another one in Baie-Comeau starting very shortly, actually in November, that can have thousands and thousands of machines. We have, with our partnerships, enough mining capabilities for over 100,000 people and eventually over 1 million people. It is not a problem. It's going to be work, but it's not a problem. Expert crypto mining education and support from engineers, our partner engineers in regards to crypto mining experts, all of that will be available to our members, is available to our members as we speak. So industrial mining offer, first thing is GPU or ASICs. So just as an example, there's a progression in the realm of cryptocurrency mining that where technology changes all the time. And an advantage, again, of being with Boomerang Elite is that we monitor that for our clients. And we educate them about the new technologies that come out. So they can make a decision, either purchase a new one, 2 years down the road, if they want to change over from a machine that is not as effective as it used to be, then at that point in time, they can sell and upgrade to a better machine 2 years later. And they can, or they can simply re-sign for another year of hosting. Not a problem at all. It is whatever the customer wants. It is, after all, their machine. We just host it for them. GPU used to be the old technology. These are processing units, the cards basically in computers. And ASICs have replaced them simply from a power aspect. The picture that you see right here is an ASICs machine, and they're dedicated to cryptocurrency mining. Now, multiple currencies available depending on the machine that you purchase. You'll have different coins that are mined, and you will have different mining power also in regards to getting the results of solving those equations and getting the cryptocurrency reward. So guaranteed mining at 99.8% during 24 months. Virtually every developer of the machines, all the manufacturers will give a 6-month warranty. What we do at Boomerang Elite for our customers, we add another 18 months. So 2 years guaranteed that your machine will be functioning at the highest level possible. If there's a parts problem, we replace it. If it breaks, we replace the entire machine. You're guaranteed for 24 months without any headaches. Upgrade potential, as we talked about, that you can upgrade your equipment 2 years after a 2-year hosting contract that is renewable every year. A lot of people say, Pierre, can't you give me an idea in regards to my return and what is my investment? First of all, we're not an investment company, and we don't talk about returns because we're not qualified to do so. Unless you're someone that is certified in that realm, then you talk about it. I'll give you an analogy that is very similar and where people have to be very careful. It's an exciting world, but we need to be careful. Just like people that develop vitamins, for example, and you're not allowed to say if this vitamin is going to help with a certain disease. You're just not allowed to do that. You can say that there's been good results, for example, with blood sugar, but you're not allowed to use the word diabetes or that might help with this disease or that disease. Why? Because we're not doctors. That's why we're not qualified to say that. Same thing here. We're not qualified to talk about investment or anything like that. This is not the case. This is where customers, just like vitamins, need to be informed and then can make their own decision if they want to purchase or not a mining equipment. And so that's exactly the same way we guide people to that information. There are sites that give all of that information. You input the electricity level, and one of the big advantages that we have in Quebec, which is why we can bring this to the world from Quebec and Canada, is that the mining electricity of our partners, the rates are 4 cents per kilowatt hour. If you go on asicminervalue.com, for example, where you can put any ASIC machines and find out the power that they have and what they generate on a daily, monthly, or yearly level, you'll see that the average rates that are there, the default electricity rates are 13 cents per kilowatt hour. So 3 times less, which obviously makes a big difference in regards to the efficiency. So now that we knew that we have one of the most exciting things available worldwide, the products don't need to be shipped. They're basically hosted in Quebec with all the advantages it brings. It's cooler here, so we don't need to cool our machines. We open the windows and put the fan a bit stronger. Or during winter, we close the windows a bit more and put the fans a bit less strong. And then on top of that, the electricity rates are really low. So really major advantage. And now that we had that in place, now we could really bring forward changes to the network marketing industry. Remember what I said at the beginning is you need something that people are truly excited about. After that's in place, now we have a chance to launch with major improvements, major innovation that are, we believe, absolutely key to bring the industry forward. One of those is properly integrating web marketing and word of mouth marketing. Often, in my experience, when I was having products to sell, I would find products, my products, on Amazon or wherever else, and sometimes even at a cheaper price than I could offer it. Not supposed to, but it ended up there anyways. So we thought, well, you know, instead of web marketing and word of mouth marketing being competitive, is there a way we could actually make it synergistic? That web marketing could be improved because of word of mouth marketing, and vice versa. That, of course, web marketing would be able to benefit people that do word of mouth. Right now, the way that most other companies do it is they try to educate people about and how to become professional online marketers. They will maybe sell them tools, for example, that they can use to do that. We feel that that's the wrong approach. Why? because the experts in lead generation campaigns and web marketing are exactly that. They're experts. Trying to educate everybody that has never done this to try to become an expert is not simply duplicatable. So we need something that is duplicatable, and let's give the strength to the ones that are already experts. So instead of trying to have members spend thousands and thousands of dollars in trying to become pros at this, want to give a little bit of money per member, and the pros that are actually pros can actually do it for them. We just felt that that was a lot smarter to do. So that's exactly what we put together in the lead system that is driven by the lead pack. L stands for leads. These are leads you're going to get in your back office. They're not old 2-year-old leads with emails that don't work. These are what we call hot leads and double opted in leads, meaning that people have been asked, are you interested in this topic? Oh, yes, I am. Here's a bunch of information. Here's videos. Here's a webinar you're going to attend. Here's the information you want. Now, after you've gotten information on crypto mining, are you still interested in knowing more? And if they say yes a second time, then they are what is called a hot lead, and they go into the lead funnel, and there's 5 per member per month that are allotted. Now that alone, for people that develop leads, they understand it's worth hundreds of dollars. But we have an amazing introductory price so that people get a chance to try this out. After that is an entire education part. Why is that important? Because in regards to a culture of a company, and frankly, for customer service that is appropriate, for development of the field, we believe there's of strong importance. Corporate involvement is key. We have a responsibility to make sure that people know what they're doing. Number one, of course, we educate people on how to contact people, finalize sales, do all those things. That is included within the membership. But then after that, people here are not just salespeople. That is one very important part, but they're also business developers. And they need to develop their leadership. Master trainer on leadership, John Maxwell, often states that the development of your business will be capped by the leadership, by your leadership. So if you want a business to develop, your leadership will decide how high it goes. Why? Because the more leadership that we have, the more knowledge we have that we can give to people, the more assistance that we can do, the more difference we can make in the world. And more people want to be with you because they value you. They value what you can do. So because of that, we have a responsibility to help people to be able to develop that so they can truly not think this is something due to chance and, oh my goodness, I got on board because I'm just at the beginning, which is exciting. Don't get me wrong. There's major advantages to that in any business. But we're not here just for the short term. We're here for the long term. And for that, it is important not only to be able to offer to the market something that is elite in regards to innovations that are available, but also we need to be able to support our field leadership to develop their leadership to the highest level that they wish. This is not an obligation. This is something that is available. And we're excited about it. The other aspect is advertising on social media. People spend hundreds of dollars a month in regards to have companies that will drive their media campaigns. Here at Boomerang Elite, you get access to your Facebook as administrator to Boomerang Elite. Boomerang Elite will do it for every member in your organization, the entire social media campaign. So that's never been done before. Also, all of that combined together creates an amazingly duplicatable system that maximizes web marketing and word of mouth and creates an amazing synergy between both. We do that for $150 a month. That's right, USD. So the education part, Empower You, is $100 a month on its own with 100 PV. That goes into the comp plan. For an extra $50, you get everything included here. Why can we do it at this price when lead generation itself will probably be a few $100s themselves? Because it is innovative, it is new, and we want people to be able to get a chance to try it out first in a comfortable way. So you'll get the lead, you have a chance to try it out, you have a chance to do that for a few months and check it all out. I think exactly like us, you're going to go, my goodness, this is amazing for me and every single member. Imagine that. People normally often, they run out of leads. They don't know what to do. Imagine having 5 hot leads every month for every member in your team. unbelievable and super excited and pumped to do that for everyone. After that, leadership, education, and training. As we talked about, crucial. This is also for the long term. You're not just salespeople. You're leaders in development, depending on how high you want to get in the business. The first thing is developing yourself. And just like Boomerang, you put out innovation that's good, it comes back, and good things come back. If you have less innovation, less good things come back. But then it's about sharing. You can't give to people something you don't have. It's as simple as that. The more you develop yourself, the more you can give in regards to knowledge, energy, etc. And the more that comes back to you. The more you help others help themselves, the more you're helped as a default. And that's the way that servant leadership function, and it is the way to the future and the growth of your business. So we need to support that. Just like Stephen Covey talks about sharpening the saw in the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you're gonna have an app, access to an app that nobody else has access to. Brand new, has been judged by one of the top trainers in Canada that was on national television for well over a decade, voted as the most comprehensive approach to your personal training program that is automated in an application. Nobody else has it. It's going to be exclusive to Boomerang Elite. If you want to lose weight, you're going to have, it's like having, imagine the top trainers be able to give you a program for losing weight, for gaining muscle mass, for strength gain, for cardio fitness, for prevention of disease, for just having more energy. All of that is inside the program on flexibility, strength, cardio combined properly, plus nutritional information if you want to lose weight or just simply eat healthily. All of that combined together, even monitoring your activity. If you don't want to do a structured program, just activity monitoring. Do you know if you're doing enough to prevent disease? This app will tell you that. Nothing else exists like it in the world right now, and it will be exclusive to you as a member and all your customers. After that, financial education. That obviously is a cornerstone for the Empower You education because of education on crypto mining. We're going to have experts, engineers on mining that will be there to educate everybody that are on the Empower You program. After that, personal education, as we talked about, understanding yourself as a person, understanding yourself and how to manage your team as it builds is absolutely crucial. And in my experience, the more I learned to manage myself, the better I was at understanding and being available for people and being able to empower them when they were confronted with challenges that will automatically grow as your business grows. You think you're having fun when you have 5 people on your team. Imagine when you have 500 or 5,000. There's just other issues, and we will be there every step of the way to help you handle those with awareness and with professionalism. After that, there's elite training. There's some people that want to go to the highest level, meaning I want to be able to present on stage at corporate events. I want to be able to do that. Well, you know what? There's a lot of responsibility when someone does that. So there's going to be an entire program to help people become great. Of course, Boomerang Elite. So we have elite innovation we bring to the world, but also we help our members become elite themselves and professionals within the industry. And we will pay them to do a good job of that as they help the company grow and help everybody else grow. They will be rewarded financially, cover their costs to be able to help everyone, people not just in their team, but absolutely everyone. So we think that's going to create an amazing culture of support and working great together. After that, international business opportunity, of course, it is international immediately. There's no products to ship, so it's much faster. So all the clients can start mining right away. After that, you have customer acquisition. So once you've been able to sell and to a customer, you get a 5% commission on the mining hardware that the customer purchased. There's 15% also of the cost of the pack that goes, the mining hardware that goes into the commission structure also. A synergy pool of 2%, that is for people that will purchase mining hardware of $25,000 or more. And for that, there's going to be special possibilities linked to a synergy pool that we're developing right now. And why is that important for every member? Because you can approach those people. And in most companies, there's no point that much in approaching those people, but now they're interested as customers they are. And they often tell their friends when they find something exciting for them too. There's pack bonuses. The lead packs, you'll get 10%. So on $150, you get $15 commission. On a $100 pack for the Empower You, you get a $10 commission. And there's 100 PV linked to the personal growth material and development, of course. So the team bonus, based on the 100 points, based on the mining packs, is going to be distributed according to this structure. And what we've been able to do here with team bonus is something that we're truly proud of, frankly, excited about. It was a lot of work, but we believe that it will move the industry forward. How does it do that? Well, right now, there's really two fundamental plans. There's little variations on it, but they're pretty much similar in regards to the two methods. Number one is called unilevel. You might hear staircase, breakaway, but it's a unilevel plan, and the other one is binary. And both of these plans have advantages, and both of them have disadvantages. That's why that they still both exist, and if not one that's winning over the other, because there's excitement on both sides and there's frustrations on both sides. On the unilevel, it rewards individual work really well, but doesn't really do great work of a team synergy. You're going to a certain city and you can't really put people working together because you don't get rewarded for working together. So it rewards individual work really well, but not great on team synergy. Binary, amazing on team synergy if you get a lot of help from the upline, but it can be uneven. I mean, some people will get a lot of help and others won't get a whole lot of help. Others won't get any help. And then there's a lack of equity that really is balance, if you want to, and fairness. What we've been able to do here is take the advantage of both teamwork reward, individual work reward, create and keep the advantages of both, and eliminate the problems of both. We were able to do that by simply separating the two types of volume, personal group volume and spillover volume, and I'll explain this in a minute. Leadership pool of 1%, as you achieve a certain leadership level, you'll get to share 1% of all the sales of the company on a quarterly basis, and you'll share that with the other leaders based on the contribution of your team. Same thing for the founders pool. You get to share 2% of all the sales based on the contribution of your team to the pool. And so again, these are long terms for the rest of your career. Founders pool is available when someone's purchased a founders pack, which are available for now and probably till the end of November. So get on it. Make sure that you take advantage of the great rewards for being some of the very first starting with Boomerang Elite. Of course, we're going to have trips, contests, and rewards like every other company because that's just fun and it's great to get together and celebrate. So give you an example in regards to the red people here would be members from your upline that have sponsored them under you. They're in red. People you've sponsored and that they've sponsored are in green, personal group volume. People that you've sponsored and that they've sponsored is what we call personal group volume. That's rewarded at 85% of your income. After that, the red, which are people, thank you very much, from people above you. You didn't really do anything for those, but they're placed underneath you. They could be in the same city as you are, for example. So it's great because now you guys can work together. And there's a reward of 15% linked to that. So that's amazing. You get the team synergy, but the balance is that your income is really controlled mainly at 85% by your own effort. And there's a nice bonus of teamwork for 15%. We believe that that is the right balance to hit within the network marketing industry. This is an example of how to achieve Elite 15K, which means you received at least 15,000 pay in 1 month. Elite 2K is 2,000 that you received at least at 1 month period. And with Founders Pack, this would give you an idea in regards to how to achieve that. So the launch offer that we have today and for the next little bit, not for longer than November, at the end of November, is $1,000 to $5,800. That's the mining hardware. And then there's 3 different mining hardwares available right now. For an extra $400, it becomes a Founders Pack. So you get to choose your mining machine, which one you prefer, which one fits best in your budget. After that, you get a $300 lead pack. You have 2 months of lead pack that starts after you've paid. It's the 2 months after that that you get to get the leads. And it gives you a chance to get ready, to get educated about how to contact those leads. So you don't want them all in one shot. You want to gradually get into it and learn how to properly communicate with these amazing leads that you're going to get in your back office every single month. After that, $99 membership is included and 2% founders pool for the rest of your career with Boomerang Elite. So what are the next steps that are suggested? Well, number one, before I even put the next step, get your questions answered. This is about making an educated decision for yourself for what works in your life. And you want to make sure that you get a chance to ask every single question that you have, and many will come up and we will be available to answer those questions. If the person that invited you to the webinar cannot answer those questions, don't worry about it. They know someone above them that can. So keep going up. This opportunity is too important for you to make a decision that is not informed. Make sure to get all your questions answered. After that, once you find that you got the questions answered, get started. And simply, there's a link that the person that invited you to the webinar can send you. You can sign up with them at that point. And we suggest that you start mining. Become a customer first and start mining. After that, you can join the Fast Start program, where we're going to educate people on how to get started in the first 24 hours, 48 hours. There'll be videos in the back office with materials that explains all of that. And that's the beginning of your education of the fundamentals in the business. After that, share the opportunity, because now you own it, you know it, you have the mining going on that you can show people what's happening. And after that, once you share, simply earn the commissions of the work that you do. So on that note, I'd like to thank everybody for being part and taking time for the webinar. There's a lot of other things you could do in the evening or whatever time that you took to view the webinar. We're greatly appreciative of your time to do so. Again, please get your questions answered. We'd love to have you on the team. We're launching something that we believe will have a profound impact worldwide, and we'd love to have you as part of it. Thank you very much for your time. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now.